Fresh off my flight and I'm already back to doing reviews for you guys. We're going to be here for the Real Housewives of Potomac. Let's get into it. What's the business, y'all? This be your boy Scotty by Nature TV, and we are here for a new review of the Real Housewives of Potomac. As you guys already know, I've been gone from home since Friday. I really just got in the house about 2 hours ago. Immediately sat down and tuned in to the Real Housewives of Potomac. Took my notes. And now I'm here for the video. But before I get into the review, I just want to send a couple of special shout outs before we get into it. Now, as you know, I went to Atlanta to visit Jamar, but also in me visiting Jamar, I also got to meet some of my favorite people on YouTube, and some people that I've gone way back with on YouTube, and some people that I've worked with on YouTube. So let me just get these shout outs out the way first before we get any further. Now, first of all, I want to send a special shout out to Jamie, that's me, House of Aaron, Simply Sakina. Those three came to a brunch that one of my best friends hosted for me. I wanted to invite them alongside Jamar, and it was basically like a mini YouTubers brunch, pretty much. You know what I mean? All of us came together. We were just talking about our different struggles with YouTube, giving each other advice, just talking about the different things that we do to keep our viewers entertained by us. So I just want to send a special shout out to Jamie, Aaron, and Sakina. You guys came through and we had a great time, and it was just like we've been hanging out for years. Like we met and we had a great time, and not only did we have a good time, but hell, they got a new nail tech from one of my friends. It was just an amazing time. It was just an amazing time for us five to come together and do all of that for a short time. So shout out to them. Also shout out to RHOP. I had a great time with her today. Me, her, and Jamar met at the Cheesecake Factory, and we had lunch, and it was just amazing to finally meet Rox, because she's always been in my corner, always been very supportive of me, and I was just so happy to see her. Like every time I've come to Atlanta, I've always tried to link up, but we never could get it right. But this time we finally got it right. And the one thing that everybody asked me before I left was, when are you moving to Atlanta? Jamie asked, Sakina asked, Aaron asked, Rox asked, Jamar been trying to get me to move to Atlanta, and something is telling me that I might need to leave Mississippi and just flap my wings and go somewhere else. Who knows? But I just had to spend that time to give them those shout outs. I had to. I love each and every one of y'all, and I'm so glad that I got to spend some time with y'all this weekend. So let's get into the review. So we pick up where we left off last week with Karen and Gizelle arguing at the table as if they're Kim Zolciak and Nene Leakes, just arguing at the table about some old ass shit. Gizelle demands an apology from Karen. Karen feels like Gizelle should apologize for wishing death on Ray, and Karen just needs to own up to the fact that Gizelle did not wish death on Ray. All she said was that he'll be 6 feet under before this fades. Now, when she was sitting up in that kitchen and shit talking about Ray being dead, now that you could be mad at. But that other shit that you're talking about, girl, bye. Like, just get over it. Just say you don't like this bitch and just keep it moving. Like, just say that, because, Robin said she did not wish death upon your husband. That is facts. Yeah, I know I don't agree with nothing that Robin be saying, but that is facts. She did not wish death on your husband. Wendy even agreed to the same thing. It's not, you reaching, pretty much. That's basically what she was saying without saying it. And she was reaching. She really was reaching, and she needs to stop it. Just say, I don't like her, I don't fuck with her, and that's just that on that. And Gizelle need to stop basically demanding an apology, because ain't nobody finna apologize about what the fuck they said about Jamal, because every fucking thing that was said about Jamal on that stage was fucking true, and you know it was. So what the fuck she apologizing for? You don't apologize about talking about other people's men. Like, girl, go somewhere and sit the fuck down. Like, and I know a lot of folks be trying to say they don't understand why Gizelle and Robin getting all this hate. It's pretty obvious as to why they're getting it. They're messy ass bitches. Like, straight up. Again, I'm trying to back off of using that bitch word a lot, you know, but that's what they are. That's all they do is sit up and turn their nose up at everybody else. They're very hypocritical. They're judgmental. They're just not my type of people, and that's where they get all this vitriol. Y'all think that we be hating on Candace, but those two right there are the ones that I don't fucking like, okay? I don't like them. I don't like or like Candace. I'm very in between with her, but when it come down to straight up disliking them, I don't like Gizelle and Robin. I can't stand them. They operate on the same fucking brain. If one goes on a ventilator, so will the other one. They can't breathe without each other. Then that's just what it is. Like, I can't fuck with them, period. I do not like them. But what's surprising is that Candace was the voice of reason for both Karen and Gizelle. Now, here's my thing. I know that somebody said to me that they wish that Candace had this same perspective when it came down to her and Monique, but at the same time, you can't really expect somebody to have that same perspective when somebody put their hands on you. I wouldn't necessarily want to sit down and be the voice of reason for any relationship with anybody that put their hands on me. I just wouldn't. You know what I mean? I just wouldn't. Because sometimes I feel like once you put your hands on me, it's like, okay, you crossed the line, you've disrespected me to the highest degree, I don't want to fuck with you no more. Like, I have been in situations where I've been in arguments with friends before, and we've been in each other's faces, and I just walk the fuck away because I feel myself punching somebody in their face because I have that much respect for you. Our friendship, I would never put my hands on you. It's just like with siblings. Like, whenever I'm getting overly heated and I know I can feel myself slapping the shit out of one of my brothers or one of my sisters, I withdraw and I walk the fuck away. That's just what I do because I never want to put my hands on any of my siblings. I haven't had a physical fight with my siblings since I was maybe 14 or 15. I always promised myself that I would never, as an adult, as a teenager, I would never put my hands on none of my siblings. Period. I would never do that. And anytime I feel like I'm about to, I'm mad enough to do so, I'd be like, you know what? Let me go. Before I kill somebody, let me go. You know, that's the best way to be. And also, Mia and Ascala was basically saying they really do need to fix their issues because they're making it pretty awkward for everybody else involved. And yeah, that's a bad feeling when you're in a situation, you got two folks that really don't like each other like that, and now they're beefing with each other. Like, straight up. Like, that's too much. Like, bury this shit. You know, get along or don't get along. It's one or the other, girl. You know what I mean? Like, that's how I feel about it. But with that being said, but yeah, that was pretty much the gist of that. So, Karen and Ascala, they were talking about how much they miss their husbands. Cute moment, cute moment. And then Gizelle and Robin, they're sitting down in the living room of the first house, doing what they always do, talking about other people. So they start talking about Wendy's persona and how she has changed over the course of the year that they've known her. It's like she's wearing all of these clothes, she's doing this, she's acting like this, she's doing that, and it's just like this, you know. And I just feel like, I just think that Gizelle and Robin are fucking miserable. Like, I don't even see why this is even a conversation. Like, why are we even discussing this? Like, what's the point? Like, what's the point of y'all bringing up the way she dressed? Like, what's the point? And, you know, last week I had somebody come in my comment section basically saying that they had a right to say the things that they have said to her based off the way that she dressed because it's their friend group. I don't give a fuck what group it is. No one is going to tell me what I need to do to basically make them feel better, pretty much. Because if I want to show some skin after I done bought all this shit to get myself updated and upgrade myself, I'm going to fucking do that. I'm going to do that because I'm secure enough to do it. Like, what the fuck? Like I said, I have gained some weight. You know what I mean? Like, I have gained some weight. I'm not bony as I used to be. I done got a little bit of grown man chunk on me. So I do go to the track and run a couple of miles or whatever. Like when I really start getting into the whole workout thing and really get my body the way that I would really want it to be, you think I'm not gonna fucking show it off? If you follow me on Instagram, you're gonna see me without my damn shirt on every chance I get. Why? Because I put in the work and I want people to see the results of it. So with that being said, Gizelle and Rob just need to have a seat, like, for real. Because I don't understand, why is this such a conversation? Why is this a round table conversation? Why are we talking about this? I just feel like they're both both old biddies and they are jealous as fuck. Like, straight up. Like, this is coming from somebody who didn't even like Wendy last season. I don't have a problem with her right now. Now, I do think that she do too much sometimes, but the fact that they're acting all disgusted about what she wears is ridiculous. Grow up. Then they start speaking on the cheating rumors, and Gizelle feels like the reason why she's doing all this stuff that she's doing is because of the fact that Eddie might be cheating on her. That's why she feels like she's doing it. Of course, you would know about being cheated on. And Gizelle presents the idea for the girls to do some water aerobics the next day, and everybody's down with it or whatever. Then they go to dinner, and then they cheers each other. And then they start talking about Candace and Chris's, you know, the whole management stuff. And Gizelle pretty much says that she feels like Chris is riding her coattails. She's afraid that Chris is going to be spending all that time managing Candace, that he's not going to be able to have a hustle of his own. I don't like Gizelle, but that is something to look into. You know what I mean? Because a lot of the times when these women go out and do their thing and they make their husbands their manager, it never really goes too well. Like I said, just look at the situation with Monique. Look at the situation with Mary J. Blige and look at how Ken did her. You know what I mean? So you never want to be placed into a situation like that. You don't want to. You know what I'm saying? So that's just what I think about that. But Candace also has to be the type of person to have faith in her man and be confident that her man would never put her in a predicament like that. And I do think that she's confident that Chris won't treat her like that or do her like that. So I was with her on that. Like, long as he don't treat her no kind of way, and long as he don't do the bullshit, then you know what I mean, it is what it is. We are going to, you know, she's going to make sure that she's able to trust her man with the situation. As long as you trust your man, that's all that matters. My opinion don't matter. How you feel is what matters. Robin feels unmotivated. She can barely get out of bed, and she starts her day like at 12 and 1 and 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And I'm like, girl, that's half my work schedule. Like, that's pretty much the whole day, pretty much. It's depression. It's like seasonal depression. And I know depression when I see it. Like, I know for me, when I'm down in the dumps, it's hard for me to get out the bed. I'm always tired. I'm just like, you know what I mean? Like, I totally get it, because I've had a situation where, shout out to Melanated Crowns, by the way. She's the one who made me aware of the whole seasonal depression. And I remember after, like, right before I met her, I want to say that I was texting her phone and stuff, because we were talking a whole lot around that time. And I was telling her how I was feeling down, and I really didn't know why. And this was basically like in like September, October, the seasons was changing. Like, it was, the weather was changing. It wasn't necessarily hot anymore. It was like pleasant. And I had gone through a breakup around that time, but it was kind of like, you know what I mean? So that shit is real. But Gizelle has no empathy for anybody, no sympathy or nothing. It's just like, girl, just be there for her. Damn. Like, obviously she's depressed. There's a reason why she's not motivated by some things. You know what I mean? So have some type of sympathy. Like, and you don't have none. Like, after that, Gizelle and Robin proceeds to confront Wendy about her clothes. And they started saying that, you know, this time last year you were this, you were that, you had more substance. And when she said more substance, I was looking at my TV like, bro, like, really? Really? That's where we going with this. Now you want to say she ain't got no substance because she switched up the way she dresses. That makes no sense to me. Why would it make any sense to me? Like, it don't make no sense to me. Like, I just felt like it was really ridiculous that she decided to do that. Like, why would that, like, why is that okay? Like, substance, and it's like, because she's a woman of a certain, like, because she's a commentator, or because she's a professor, she's not supposed to feel sexy and feel, you know, free or liberated or something like that. And I just think that goes back to what she said about people putting her in the box. Like, let her do her. Like, she's on a damn girls trip, for God's sakes. Like, let her do her. She just had a baby. She was going through postpartum depression. She ain't the same person. Like, let her live. Like, just let her live. Like, I don't get why, like, the way that was coming across, that was really fucking judgmental. And I cannot stand people like them. They are so judgmental. And they really need to cut it the fuck out. Seriously. Like, for real. Like, grow up and get over yourself. Who are y'all? Like, that's what I'm trying to understand. Who the hell are y'all? So when a scholar asks Gizelle about Jamal, she says that she won't be discussing Jamal in front of Karen. Fake. And then after that, you know, Karen and Wendy basically called Gizelle out on her hypocrisy. Like, she got so many questions for other people. She got so much unsolicited advice to give to other people. But yet, when it come down to her situation, she ain't got nothing to say. Oh, okay. And then Robin starts saying that she doesn't want Wendy's new body to define her. These bitches really think that. So now Wendy is confused by her relationship with Gizelle because she really thought that Gizelle was like a big sister to her. And I don't understand why she thought that. But that's what happens when you're trying to ride a certain train. You know what I mean? Because I already knew when Wendy was over there with them two. I said, okay, she gonna figure it out for herself. And she is now. Because they're judgmental as fuck. Like, they are. And the way they was acting with her at that table was really ridiculous. Like, she didn't deserve to be attacked like that. And that brings me to Karen and Wendy when they were talking about that. And Karen said that she did not deserve what they gave her at their dinner table. And she did not. Like, it wasn't that serious. They didn't have to do all that. And that's just that on that, period. I would never agree with that type of shit. Like, who the fuck are you to judge me about what the fuck I'm doing with my body, with what I'm doing? Like, I don't get that shit. Grow the fuck up and leave me the fuck alone. Like, straight up. That's how I feel about it. Because they were doing too much. And then, you know, Wendy was about to cry and shit because she really felt like Gizelle is a friend of hers. Like, she really felt like that was like a sister to her. And that is hurtful to hear that from somebody that you really look to. You know what I mean? Like, but Gizelle ain't nobody's friend. You see how she fucking straight up just shitted on Robin at the table. She not your damn friend. But I did feel bad for Wendy when she started crying. I did. Giselle ain't shit. Like, she likes to inflict misery upon other people because her motherfucking ass is miserable. That's why I don't fucking fuck with her. And everybody and people, her fans, I just want to say, I don't understand why y'all don't like Gizelle. I don't understand. Cause I don't. Cause I don't. Cause I don't. Cause I don't. It is what it is. And this is why. Like, the shit that she do ain't okay. Straight up. So it is what it is. But however, with that being said, y'all, how do y'all feel? Be sure to like, rate, comment, subscribe to my channel, or share this video. Do whatever you see fit. If you want to follow me on social media, my Twitter and my IG will be in the description box. With that being said, this is your boy Scotty by Nature TV, and I am out of here. Until my next video, I'll talk to you later. Peace out.